Hey guys, this is Shauna and Mike Jones. We are the owners of Sassy Lashes. Our heart is to share with you guys our uphill battle in this lash industry and to show you guys what started out of a tiny bedroom in our house, extremely broke, has turned into an 8-figure company. We are here to encourage you during your lash journey and to show you guys a real raw version of what things are really like. In today's episode,
we're going to be talking about dealing with retention issues.
Just retention in general. Retention issues, retention, what is retention, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, a lot of fun things in that word retention. Before we jump into it, this is the last time we're going to be running this, so just make sure if you haven't done this yet. And to answer your question, you can only do one entry. I've seen a lot of you guys saying, can I enter 14 times? No. This is a random entry. We're going to be picking, we decided 2 lucky winners to take a free lash class from us. Mm-hmm. If you already know classics, it's fine. You can come out and take the volume and mega volume, our marketing, photo editing, everything. It's business in a box. Yeah. All you got to do is follow us on YouTube. Hit the Porky Pig over here. All you got to do is subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe to us on the podcast, and follow us on Instagram at Sassy Lashes LV. Or as my daughter says, Sassy Lashes. And then take a picture of it and send it to giveaways at sassylashbrands.com. We will be picking those lucky winners here in August. First week of August, for sure.
Yes.
All right. Jumping into today's episode. Take it away, lovely, beautiful, smart, sexy, awesome mother of my cool children wife.
Yeah. My husband's trying to get laid tonight.
That's right.
Yeah. Baby number 3.
Whoa, okay.
Just kidding. Okay. We're done. Okay, so
oh, God.
I'm really excited to talk about this topic because it's one of my favorite topics, especially since I answer so many questions now that we, are getting really busy with the supply line. What's extremely crazy is, there's no regulations as far as who you are selling your products to. Obviously, there's like a little box that'll say, "Are you a certified eyelash technician?" But what's crazy is sometimes
check yes for. Check yes for 1 and 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Yeah. So what's crazy is like people, they'll reach out to us and they'll be like, "Hey, I'm having like this kind of issue, whatever." And I always ask for a video and never get like offended by that. It's just like a lot of you guys are like from out of town, so it's not like you can come into our retail spot and like exchange any products or see what's going on. So I always ask for a video because this is like an experience when you even purchase from us. Like, I just go back to when I took a 1-day course and I didn't know anything. So when I ask for a video, I kind of want to see what's going on because a lot of the time is maybe you're just not using our product correctly, right?
Can you explain real quick? She said something there I think is kind of important. When she says to you guys, "Hey, can I have a video, please?" It's not like to be offensive, like what, you don't believe me?
Yeah.
You need to see a video?
No, it's never that.
Please never take it that way. If she asks, "Can you please send us a video?" It's so we can see, where you're gripping the lashes at. How are you shaking the glue? I mean, it's so we can get an idea because we've had people send us crazy videos. Looks like my daughter using the product. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
So we just want to see what you're doing wrong so we can help correct you. That's all it is. It's not in any way a put down or a slam.
No,
when we ask that.
It's help correct you. But I mean, I'll be honest, we're not always 100%. Like sometimes like things will be shipped to you and maybe a lash tray is broken or maybe there's a tweezer that I hand tested and I didn't do it correctly. Like we're not 100% perfect. So when I ask for the videos, never to offend anybody. But anyways, I don't even know where I was going with that. But with retention, it could be so many things. And I think now in the lash industry, now that it's just booming, there's so much information. There's like opinions on things. There's actual facts. With
more opinions than facts.
More opinions than facts. But I was reading, I forget the Instagram. It's like Revo. I don't know what it is. I'll have to shout it out or comment on it. But it was the most amazing post I read in a long time. And especially to me, because we do have products and I'm always wanting to like learn more, talk to my distributors about different things. So we always have like the best product out there. And when we go back to retention, it's always like sometimes with the lash industry booming the way it is, I think a lot of people just forget to kind of go back to basics, right? Like there's so many crazy things like, do you wait 24 hours to wash your lashes? Do you wash them right after? Because now everybody's like washing them after. And then people are like, "No, the lashes are falling out. No, it's actually better." Like there's so many crazy things going on. And I'm not saying that they're correct. I'm not saying they're incorrect. But sometimes I think with retention, we need to go back to like the basics. Like just the basics where it's not so detail oriented, like the basics, like, are you using enough glue? What are you priming with? You know what I mean? Are you adhering an extension to an oily lash? or a dirty lash, or
using too fast of a dry time.
Yeah, like what kind of speed are you using versus the speed of your hands? I mean, it's like the littlest things, and it's crazy because like I'll answer questions, and people ask me a question. I'm like, wait a second, well, like the glue can't come out. Well, use a poker, or which way are you shaking the glue, or what are you wiping the glue top with?
Are you using foil or are you using the cotton?
Yeah, it's because cotton has a reaction with the cyanacrylate in the glue, which a lot of people don't know. It's just crazy things, and a lot of the time too, people just don't know how to use our products. And
or you took a one-day course and
yeah.
you just weren't trained in all of these things.
Yeah. So just a few things about retention. If you are experiencing clients coming back and they don't have 50% of their lashes, everybody does want to blame the glue. But realistically, you use the same glue on all of those lashes, so why didn't all of the lashes come off? Right? I mean, I think that's a fair enough statement, right?
You ask the clients that what they say.
Yeah, exactly. So you always want to make sure that you're priming your clients. I think that's extremely important. I am reading a lot of stuff, which is getting me really like mind screwed right now about saline solution and the chemicals in the glue and how they may have a bad reaction. But what are you priming with? Are you priming with a primer? Are you priming with saline solution? Are you using the right curl? I mean, right? Because if you have somebody with extremely straight lashes and you're using a D-curl,
yeah, it's not going to.
It's going to pop off, right? Or are the lashes coming off fast with a natural lash? Because if they are coming off with a natural lash, they could just be going through a hardcore shedding cycle. If they're coming off without a natural lash, then something was done wrong. They didn't prime. They're using the wrong curl. They're not using enough adhesive. The list goes on.
What happens if they use too much adhesive? We've seen some of that lately too.
Yeah, it's crazy because like usually you can tell if you've used too much adhesive, or if you have someone coming in, it's a foreign fill, and you try and do like a banana peel, and it's like it's not coming off, and it turns into a pubic hair.
I know it. Natural lash.
Yeah.
Curls up like a lightning bolt.
Yeah, too much glue. But sometimes I think we just really need to go back to like the basics of it instead of getting all into the new things, the new fads that are coming out, and what you're supposed to be doing.
Let's talk humidity for a minute too, because a lot of you guys either live in like an area like Florida or Hawaii or Southern California, or Seattle, Cleveland. I'm wearing my Cleveland shirt here. I am a local Clevelander here.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of those areas that are real high humidity, where they have like obviously it rains all the time.
Yeah. There's a lot of people, especially like at IBS. I spoke to a lot of people, and especially like Florida. Like I was talking to Lucia.
Yeah,
and Lucia, I know.
We always butcher
her
name.
Humidity is like up, down. So you definitely want to get a glue that's in range with your humidity. Most of our glue is like 45 to 65, even though the banana scent is like, it's been working perfectly in like 40 to 70. Caitlin, she loves the purple cap, which starts at like 35%. So you definitely want to measure that.
She's in Oregon where it rains a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy. And actually Taylor in Arizona uses the purple cap. So it's a lower humidity.
Whoa.
But it works amazing. So you definitely want to measure your humidity at all times, because you definitely want to be using the proper glue for your humidity range. That definitely can be one reason why lashes are popping off or they're not adhering properly. I'm experimenting right now with different glues to kind of cater to much more higher clients humidity ranges, just because I keep reading on all these Facebook posts about this new glue that just came out, and like it's like such a wide variety, and I feel we really need to add to our adhesives with that. But there's so many things that it could be, but sometimes I think if we just get the fluff out of our ears a little bit and just go back to our basics, that way maybe we can just figure out the retention issues we're having. But keep in mind, as a lash artist, you're responsible for what you do during that appointment. A lot of the times, your clients will just blame you for a lot of things, but it could be as well, we've talked about this, what they're doing when they go home. We have a lot of clients with aftercare. Yeah, we've talked about aftercare, but it's your job to explain aftercare, because what's insane is like, you'll have a lot of new clients come and they won't even know to wash their lashes, right? And obviously you're going to have...
You're supposed to wash your lashes?
Yeah. You're going to have a lot of retention issues if you're not...
Don't they make them fall out?
Yeah, I know everybody says that. But you're going to have a lot of retention issues if you're not telling your clients to wash their lashes. Also, we have people come to us, and I've said this before, but they're like, oh, we'll take a foreign fill, and we'll get there and they'll be like, oh, well, my lash artist never told me to wash my lashes. And it's like literally all just gunked together with oil and residue and makeup and dirt. And then we try to work over it and it just comes off in clumps. It's ridiculous. So just a few things on retention. You just want to make sure that you have the proper glue with the proper humidity range. You definitely want to monitor that, especially if you're in a state where it just, fluctuates a lot. And I think it's important to have more than one glue. Sometimes I get complaints like through our supply DM and they're like, oh my gosh, the glue's not working and I only have this one. As a lash artist, you need to have like the proper supplies. You need to have more than one glue. You need to have more than 2 tweezers.
You need a clear glue for sensitive clients.
Yes, you need to have a sensitive glue. So
fast drying time glue.
Yeah, and always match your hand speed, especially like people are like, oh, I want to do sets faster. I'm taking too long. And then they'll get like a faster dry time glue that doesn't match their hand speed. And then they wonder why they're having retention issues, and that's, you know what I mean?
Right-handed traveling to the left eye with a fast glue.
And you're not moving your client's head. So keep in mind, if you're right-handed and you're doing the left eye, you want to turn their head, you know what I mean? So that way there's the proper travel time to the left eye, so that glue is not starting to cure as you're going to the left eye. What else did I talk about? Cleaning lashes.
You talk about aftercare?
Yes.
Different types of glue, humidity.
Curls.
And the curls, like trying to use a D-curl on a flat lash.
And also like, what are you priming with? If you're...
if you're putting a lash on, it keeps slipping off. You've been trying to use saline solution, it's slipping. Obviously, that client's got oily skin. You're going to need to use a primer in it because the primer will actually, the alcohol in the primer will actually strip out some of that oil so it'll stick on there better. Yeah,
and it still balances the pH in the natural lash, so it should adhere better. What else was it? Curl.
That was it.
That was it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So sometimes go back to basics. We're going to go back to this subject. I'm going to do a lot more reading, and there's something specific I want to read about, and I'm going to share with you guys with that. But I think as lash artists that we really forget to just kind of go back to basics with everything. It's not even just retention. So sometimes your answer is just kind of thinking about when you first started and how easily it is to go back to that and what you would first do.
Yeah, and don't overthink things. There's so much new information coming out. Until you've flirted with some of these new techniques and found a proven strategy, like she's saying, going back to the basics, going back to the things that have always worked for you, sometimes the best way to do it.
Yeah.
They're not always like the trendiest things, but if it works and your clients had better retention, it's time to go back and start redoing those things all over again.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's all we got for you guys today. This was kind of a short, sweet, to the point one. If you got questions, make sure you drop them below for us in the comment section. I know this is a huge, huge topic. We keep getting a lot of requests for this stuff. We're happy to answer these things and keep circling back around until we drive it home and you guys become like little lash robots where you're just reciting everything we're telling you. Just kidding. Other than that, that's all we got for you guys today. As always, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button below.
Refer someone.
Refer someone to help us grow this movement. We obviously grow as a group by you guys referring. I can tell lately that things are heading that direction, and we thank you guys sincerely for that.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's all we got. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.